Hey yo, what's up folks? It is Lance freaking Hepler here. I am on a bit of an adventure today. I am in southern Utah. Yes, I know that I just spent 3 weeks going through Idaho and Canada and Montana, and I did a race in Idaho, I did a race in Canada, but I went home for about 3 days, and while I was there, got stuff fixed up, got my doggo looked after. She's dealing with some health issues. So we needed to go home for that. But I'm near Bryce Canyon National Park today. I'm actually meeting my buddies, my college buddies, for a weekend. And we get together every year for a weekend. We're a bunch of ex-Mormons, so we don't drink or gamble or anything. And so we just get together and screw off outdoors. But none of them really ride bikes like I do. And so I'm meeting them in about 5 or 6 hours. And so I'm gonna try something different today. I'm gonna try to do the Bryce Canyon double, which I'm gonna do a 40-mile road ride along the bike path and along the rim of Bryce Canyon National Park. And then I'm gonna come back and do my transition to a mountain bike and do the Thunder Mountain mountain bike trail, which is one of the best in the world. So let's see if I can pull that off. 40 miles on the road bike, 20 miles on the mountain bike, and let's see what it looks like. All right, here we go. We're starting on the road bike. This is my Factor Ostro Vam with these special psychedelic colors. We are riding up the bike path. Temperatures were pretty calm today in southern Utah. It was in the 80s. There was a little bit of wind. There's fires in the area, both mostly north of here, so the air quality here was actually pretty good. But this bike path, it starts at the bottom of Red Canyon and it goes all the way to Inspiration Point in the middle of Bryce National Park, Bryce Canyon National Park. It's almost 18 miles long. We're at like 7,500 feet of elevation, so it has some hard winters here. So the path is pretty smooth, except there's some big cracks in it and whatnot. But today my plan was just to kind of rip up it as fast as I could go, try to get some work in. I'm gonna pass somebody here. That's what a normal person looks like when you ride on the bike path. That's what a sane person looks like when they ride on the bike path, not at, I don't know, what was I doing, like 22 miles an hour most of the time. It's a little bit ridiculous. I did stop midway in the little Bryce village before you get into the park because I'm in love with these rocks. Are you kidding me? Look at this. Look at this petrified wood stump. Agate stump. I'm in love with it. Somebody please buy this for me. I think it's $10,000. Have it shipped to my home in Vancouver. Oh my gosh. Yes, my other hobby is rock hounding. It's something me and my wife do, and we've been to spots all over the US rock hounding. And there's just a few of these gigantic stumps that are there in that village that I just have to go look at every time I've been here. I've been to this park 4 or 5 times. This is Bryce Canyon Lodge, I believe. Actually, for a national park on August 1st, it really wasn't that busy, which kind of surprised me. I did ride all the way to Inspiration Point, and it wasn't too busy either. I'm gonna pick my bike up and you can see, whoop, gorgeous. Just all the hoodoos and just absolutely gorgeous. There's my bike. This is just a pretty incredible place to ride a bike. There's 4 or 5 spots that you could actually access by the bike path and look into the canyon. There's great hiking trails. There's a couple of hikers on the hiking trail down into Bryce Canyon if you want to spend a day or two. It's also gorgeous. There was a guy giving a tour right here. I don't know who he was, but I started videoing him. There's a rock feature that looks like a lizard. And I had to look pretty closely, but it looks like it's sunning itself on the top of this hoodoo right here. That little pine tree is his little eye. And yeah, I thought, okay, that was kind of cool. I've never noticed that before. He also said that the pine nuts that come from these pine trees is what they make pesto sauce out of. So I like pesto sauce, so very cool. From there, I rode back. I did ride up to one other viewpoint, but it was a little busier and the buses were there, so I just ripped back home. From here, it's mostly downhill. The whole 18 miles is mostly downhill. There is a 3-mile segment that there's hardly ever any people on it. Actually, there were very few people on the bike path today, which for a Friday in August kind of surprised me. But there was nobody on it, and so I kind of ripped it as fast as I could go. There was also just a little bit of a tailwind. I've tried to get the KOM on this like 3-mile section, the end, once you're out of the national park to the little town. And today I finally got it. So I don't know if I should be proud of that, getting a bike path KOM or not, but whatever, that's what I do. From here, I did ride back down the bike path to the bottom of Red Canyon where my van was. No, yes, this is sped up. I did not ride this fast, but because this looks kind of terrifying going this fast down this bike path. But it sure was a great ride. Made it to my van. That was roughly 40 miles. It took me just over 2 hours, so I was pretty fast. Put the road bike back in, and I pulled the mountain bike out, rinsed myself off. I ate a little something, I drank a little something, and then headed right back off. But that was the plan. Let's see if I could do both of these rides. I've done both of these rides individually before, but not like back to back. I mean, the break I took was like 2 minutes. It was not very long, but I've done them both individually. I came last year to ride Thunder Mountain, and there was a huge thunderstorm when we pulled in, and so there was no chance of getting out on the mountain bike trail in a huge thunderstorm. It would have been monster break. Yes, I've been known to do some foolish things, but that was not one of them. So here we are, going back up the bike path. Now I'm on my mountain bike. This is it's a 15 or 18 mile loop, this Thunder Mountain loop, and you ride up the bike path, which is about 5 miles and I don't know, 1,000 feet of climbing, or maybe it's not that much. It's 700 feet of climbing. But you ride up the bike path, you take a turn onto this gravel road, and you ride on this gravel road for a couple miles, and then you start on the actual single track right there, Thunder Mountain Trail, and it's 8 or 9 miles of single track. There is some climbing in it. There are some steep climbs in it, some steep climbs that I have actually never cleaned before, but today I cleaned them all. I don't know if the dirt was good, if my tires were good, if I'm just riding a little better, but I actually cleaned the whole trail today, which I've never done before. And I think I've ridden this 4 or 5 times. Look at this. Look at these. Look at that. It looks fake. It's like, what? I don't even know what to say. It's like a Hollywood set. It's like, it's so gorgeous up there. You get right into the hoodoos. The hoodoos are those like towers those are called hoodoos. And this is not in the national park. This is in a national forest, this part. So again, some gorgeous spots that we ride through, although this section of trail was like 24% or something. It was really steep. But I still wanted to video it because it just looks otherworldly through here. It is so gorgeous. This Thunder Mountain Trail, it's one of my favorite mountain bike trails that I've ever ridden. And I've done it 4 or 5 times. I've ridden I've ridden mountain bikes in a lot of places, all over Utah, all over Oregon, California, Nevada, Bentonville, Montana. I've ridden all over the place, Idaho, Washington, but this, just because of the beauty of it, it's pretty remarkable. It's really hard to beat when you see all this. The quality of the trail, the beauty of the trail, all of it. I mean, come on. Come on. Look at this. This is just, it's fake. You know what I'm doing right here? I'm just like smiling. I just have the biggest smile on my face, and I'm just going, what? Are you, look, shut up. Look at this. This is, like, I can't say how happy it makes me feel. Look at this. I know the GoPro makes it look like there's way more exposure. Yes, there's exposure, but it's really quite not that bad in that section. There's other spots that are really quite scary. Okay, yeah, this is a side cut trail that if you get off the track, you're in trouble. There's a whole bunch of switchbacks on it that if you get off the track, you're in trouble. Okay, so this is not a beginner's trail. I should specify that. There's nothing like really technical on it, but there's just so much exposure in places that I wouldn't classify this as a beginner trail. It's an intermediate trail. You need to be able to dismount in areas. You need to be able to take like a couple of these switchbacks without losing control. I've crashed on this trail several times, just not today. All smooth and all good. And so I really quite enjoyed it. Anyway, it just makes me happy to do this. I can't say enough about this area and how much it makes me happy. Oh, here's the end of the trail. A little bit tricky. There's still like another couple miles to go, but it's mostly downhill and kind of flowy, and you can just kind of rip it, which I really do quite enjoy. But today was a good day. I ended up riding 55, almost 56 miles. It took me 3 hours and 40 minutes, a little over 4,000 feet of climbing. Yes, I got a couple KOMs on the bike path. Don't hate me. Put your comments down below that are only supportive. I'm just kidding. Do what you want. Hey, thanks for watching. I'll try not to share too much of my rock hounding obsession. Look at that! Look at that!
Look at this.
It's freaking awesome. All right, I'll shut up now. Hey, thanks for watching. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Love it.
Gorgeous.